Did you know that the CN Tower was the tallest freestanding structure in the world for over 30 years? Are you hungry to feed your appetite in one of the most diverse food-centric neighborhoods you'll ever see? Do you want to immerse yourself in the beauty of one of the most magnificent lakes in North America? Then a trip to Toronto, Canada is for you. It's Canada's largest city and home to one of the most multicultural and diverse populations. Toronto truly is a city for everyone. It's time to take a trip to the Great White North and talk about everything that makes Toronto a must-visit city. Hockey and Canadians go together like bread and butter. It's the most popular sport in Canada, and Toronto is the mecca when it comes to hockey. When in town, nothing compares to catching a Toronto Maple Leafs game at Scotiabank Arena in downtown Toronto. The fans take their hockey seriously, and you'll be treated one of the best hockey experiences anywhere in the world, and in the National Hockey League. Even more, the arena is home to the National Basketball Association's Toronto Raptors, if you prefer to catch some hoops instead. Not far from Scotiabank Arena is Rogers Centre, where the Toronto Blue Jays play their Major League Baseball games. Grab a glove, have a beer and hot dog, and enjoy one of the hottest sports in town. Toronto is a sports town, and no matter what sport you like, catching a game here is simply awesome. Speaking of hockey, the Hockey Hall of Fame is also found in Toronto. Built all the way back in 1943, the hall inducts new players, coaches, and builders of the game into the hall each November. The museum is full of historic items from some of the most legendary players the sport has ever known. On top of that, the building is home to the NHL's championship trophy, the Stanley Cup. Hop in line to get a selfie and make your friends jealous. There are also interactive exhibits where you can strap on some gear and take a shot at a goalie. Or, if you'd rather be the net protector, gear up and stop those pucks as a goalie yourself. There's an awesome gift shop with some of the freshest hockey apparel you'll find anywhere. The Hockey Hall of Fame is simply a great place to enjoy and learn about the history of Canada's favorite pastime. Interested in exploring the most famous market in Toronto? Then you'll want to check out St. Lawrence Market. This spot is popular among locals and tourists alike, as it offers great products and an awesome atmosphere. When shopping, visitors will discover some of the freshest produce, cheeses, and meats the city has to offer. There is always something happening at St. Lawrence Market. Just about every Saturday, visitors can enjoy a farmer's market, and on Sunday, there is an antiques market. The vibes are great, the food is delicious, and this is the premier shopping experience in all of Toronto. So make sure you stop by when in town. Toronto is more of a place to enjoy some big city living, but that doesn't mean there aren't great opportunities to get in touch with nature. Located just to the east side of the city of Toronto, running alongside the magnificent Lake Ontario, you'll find a 9-mile stretch of cliffs. These cliffs are known as the Scarborough Bluffs, and they offer some of the most stunning and beautiful scenery in all of Canada. There are 11 different parks and great terrain for hiking up the 300-foot cliffs. There's even a beach with picnic areas at Bluffs Park. It's scenic, fun, and a great way to take a little break from the noise of the city during a trip to Toronto. When in Toronto, it's best to bring an appetite, because there will be ample opportunities to eat some great food. One of the top spots to try just about everything you can imagine is at Kensington Market. Kensington is only a market in name. The area is located in the downtown section of Toronto and is an amazing spot to try all kinds of food. Being a diverse city, Toronto really has anything you can imagine to eat. Jamaican, Ethiopian, Vietnamese, the list goes on. And it isn't just restaurants either. There are groceries and other small shops as well, giving you all sorts of great choices to try something new. So when you come to Toronto, make sure you come with an open mind and broaden your horizons, because you'll absolutely love it. It's the most iconic landmark in Toronto, if not all of Canada. CN Tower stands at 1,815 feet tall, and from 1976 to 2007 was the tallest freestanding structure on the planet. The experience at CN Tower is similar to the one you'll get at the Empire State Building for those of you that have visited New York City before. Visitors can climb all the way up the tower and enjoy multiple observation decks, and the tower even has a wine cellar. History buffs will rejoice in the attention to detail at the Royal Ontario Museum. This is easily one of the top spots for learning history, science, and art in Toronto. The Royal Ontario Museum is home to more than 3 dozen galleries. The pieces span throughout the ages of this museum. From portraits of mummies to dinosaur bones, there's truly no cap on the amazing stuff you can learn about and explore when visiting this state-of-the-art institution. The beauty of Niagara Falls speaks for itself, as these are easily among the most magnificent and peaceful falls you'll find anywhere in the world. Many take the trip to upstate New York to visit Niagara Falls. But did you know that Toronto is a short drive to the Canadian side, which offers a great experience of the falls as well? From this side, visitors have the chance to see portions of the biggest parts of the falls, known as Horseshoe Falls. The boat tours are amazing, but just prepare yourself, because you're going to get soaked. Visiting Niagara Falls is on the bucket lists of many people, so make sure you do yourself a favor and stop by this wonder of nature when in Toronto. Who wouldn't want to be king or queen for a day? In Toronto, you can be king or queen at the beautiful Casa Loma. This castle was built way back in 1914, and today, visitors can immerse themselves in the wonder of this piece of Gothic Revival architecture. The castle also has stables and gardens for guests to explore, and the atmosphere of this castle will certainly leave you feeling like royalty. Pythons, lions, rhinos, and everything in between. The Toronto Zoo is one of the most fun places to visit in the city. This zoo is the largest in all of Canada and is home to over 5,000 different animals. The zoo is divided into 7 different areas representing different geographic regions, making the zoo one of the most diverse in the world. More of a fan of aquatic life? Then why not visit Ripley's Aquarium, the top aquarium in Toronto? Ripley's opened in 2013 and features hundreds of species for guests to admire. Whether you choose the zoo or the aquarium, both are a wonderful experience and great places to spend the day with the family. Visiting Toronto in September? Great timing, because for a portion of the month, the city shines and fills up with some of the hottest stars in film today at the Toronto International Film Festival. During this festival, countless movies premiere in theaters around the city. Homegrown talents from Canada and all over the world have the chance to put their work out into the spotlight. And this event is an exciting time for moviegoers from all backgrounds. The headquarters of the festival is TIFF Bell Lightbox, which is easily the city's top movie theater and one of the finest entertainment complexes you'll find. While this is the place to be during the September Film Festival, it is a great place to visit year-round, as its 5 cinemas, restaurant, film libraries, and more will keep you entertained beyond belief. Toronto is full of some of the most diverse and unique things you'll find anywhere. Nothing is a better representation of that than the Bata Shoe Museum. The story of the museum goes like this. Back in the 1940s, an architect and businesswoman by the name of Sonia Bata explored the world, and as she did, she collected shoes to commemorate each place she visited. As the years passed by and her collection grew, Sonia decided to create a home for the shoes. By 1995, this home became a museum and now features over 13,000 shoes for visitors to marvel at. Some of the standouts include shoes from Marilyn Monroe, John Lennon, Queen Victoria, and more. There is no understanding just how amazing a city Toronto is. The cultural melting pot of Canada is one of the best places to visit in the country. And when you visit, you'll simply be overwhelmed by the abundance of fun to be had. From the majestic Niagara Falls to the mind-blowing Bata Shoe Museum, Toronto, Canada is simply a must-visit city.